back to my channel. So today I'm here to share my design team project number 1 for the month of November for Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. Before I get started, I just wanted to show you some of the items I used from her store to create this project. Natasha has some really nice napkins right now, vintage children. This is not the one that I used from her store, but this is one of them that she carries, and she's got a nice selection of these. So this will be for another project. And then this is all I have left of the pleated, I believe this is a tulle, yeah, pleated tulle trim. And she gave me a good amount of it, and I used all of it except that one piece. I got 2 of these butterflies. I used one of them, embroidered butterflies from her store. They're really pretty. I used that in my project. I used some bits and pieces of this. This is rose, embroidered rose trim. It's like a mini rose. She had given me some seam binding, and I used, that's all I have of that pink seam binding. She also gave me an embroidered, it was a, no, excuse me, it's a wedding dress applique with silver sequins, and it was a large piece, and this is all I have left of that. And these little velvet ribbon flowers. And this was in my design team project from the previous month, or excuse me, my design team package from the previous month. And these are little lavender bows. And I also used some layered flowers applique, which it's on the project, so I don't have one to show you. And I used a layered beaded flower applique. And I think that's all. Anyhow, so as you probably guessed, this is the bottom portion of my project. What I did is I altered a, oh, before I get into this, let me show you the paper that I used and some of the things from my, my own stash. I used some Prima flowers and some I Am Roses flowers and some little beaded sprays from Hobby Lobby. And I did a lot of fussy cutting of these oh, there's also one more thing in here. And this was part of the applique. It's a leaf applique, and I used 2 pieces of that. So the paper that I used is from Prima, the Lavender collection. And what I did for my project this month is I altered a Valentine candy box, and I used this beautiful paper on the inside with the butterflies. And this was the, I believe that's the other side. Some of the paper I used. Oh no, it's not. That's another sheet from the collection. And I fussy cut quite a few of these butterflies so that I can use also on the cover, or on the lid, I should say. And that's what those look like. And these are the papers that I used. And those are both from Prima. And here's the lid of the box. I think it came out really cute. All I did was I used that pleated tulle trim around the edge. And then this flat back pearl is from my stash, and I just layered that onto the pleated tulle trim. use some of that seam binding from her shop for the bow and put one of my little I Am Roses or Wild Orchid, I'm not sure which ones these are, flowers on here. Fussy cut some of those butterflies and put those on here, layered them. Here is one of those leaf appliques. There's one here, there's one there, and here is that wedding applique with the silver sequins, and I decoupaged that beautiful napkin on the front of this box. I added some glitter also, and with that that purple trim or the lavender little floral trim, this one right here, I cut little pieces and just layered them all over the box. There's one, there's one, there's one. Here is that embroidered butterfly, and I also put a little rose in the middle of that butterfly, and I put a little bit of glitter on the butterfly. Here's the layered one of the layered flowers from her shop, and let me see, and here's another one of the layered flowers. And then that button is from my stash. I put some buttons, and these little flowers were from my stash as well. And here's the inside. And it fits pretty snug onto my box, only because when you layer paper inside, it kind of changes the dimensions of the lid, so it fits a little tight. So what I did is I added that little seam binding right here so that it helps to open the box. And all I did is put a little loop and sandwich it between the paper and the box. So that'll make a nice gift box for someone. Not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but I think it came out really cute. I really like the way it came out. I used quite a few of the little embellishments from her store. These little ribbon flowers were actually the beginning of the inspiration. These went really well with the pink, and then I realized it was purple over here, and I started to think about the lavender collection that I had, and I went from there. So anyhow, that's my project, and I really hope you like it. And if you're interested in buying any of these items, or just looking around at Natasha's store, please make sure to go check out her store and use my code. Make sure that you mention that you saw her items on my channel, and use my code Deanna for 10% off your total purchase. So anyhow, that's all I have for today. I'll be back soon with another project, and everyone have a happy Saturday. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.